And are you refreshed? Good.
Since yesterday, I experienced choosing for yourself.
Right into the microphone so everyone can hear. Yes? Since yesterday, you experienced
what it's like to focus.
Yes.
And choose deliberately for yourself.
Yes.
Instead of all the blubber around.
Yes.
Now I'm in the front row, and I'm here, and open to have a conversation with you.
We're eager for it.
Yes. I don't really have a question. I think all is good.
Not going to be much of a conversation then.
No, maybe more of an example of all other people who experience the same, and that it's really, as you explained a lot of times, it's not big and bulky, but it's a small switch in thinking. And then
it almost always is that. The small switches are the easy ones to flip. If you've let them trend and trend and trend until it feels big, those are harder to flip. It's certainly possible, but harder. What are you talking about?
The switch from your focus on the things you really want for yourself, and not because you think it's beneficial to others or...
There was a time that we talked about visualization. We talked about scripting, which was telling a better story, telling the story the way you want it to be. And some people find some effectiveness from that. These days, can you hear us in a different pointing, so to speak, saying to you that you've created through your life experience of asking, and now that your focus really is upon letting in what you've asked for. There's something in the physical perspective that causes people to feel like they need to be more defining of what they want. Sort of like if you're dealing with other people and you want to be really clear to them about what you expect from them, what you want them to do. If you're in a leadership position, you lead with some clarity, or if you're parenting or mentoring, you sort of set out the rules and do your best to enforce them, or at least to let people be aware that there are rules. But in this universe that is always yielding to you what you've already asked for, it's a different orientation. This is really a good way to approach this. Here's the best way of saying it. The vibrational content of a question is different than that of the answer. The problem is a different vibrational frequency than the solution. So if you're continuing to ask, you're not in a vibrational match to the answer. We can feel that you get what we're talking about. You are in a better position to receive than you're giving yourself credit, but you don't think that you are, because you think that in order to earn what you're getting, that you have to be more capable of looking into that vortex and figuring out everything that has come together. We want to find the perfect way of laying this on you. It's not possible for you to accurately articulate the culmination of your vortex. It's too vast. It's too perfect. It's too involved. It's too intricate. There are too many details to surprise and delight you for you to even fathom. What? Abraham, I thought I was the creator of my own reality. And feel how even when you say that, I'm the creator of my reality, feel how you say, I'm responsible to know what I want, and I'm responsible to say it just right. That's because you are so accustomed. Oh, friends, we love you so much. You know what's coming next. We love you so much. But don't treat the universe and the law of attraction and your inner being like you do the other people who you've come to not trust. Did you get our not so subtle nuance of that? You feel like you have to just explain yourself into oblivion, and that you have to hold your feet to the fire, and that you have to jump through the hoops and keep all the rules. And it's not like that. You have asked for it and you deserve it and it's coming. How can we find words that say, just chill out and start letting it in and be lighter on yourself and not so demanding of yourself or others, and trust that the good is coming to you? And that's really where it's at. We've been talking about that a good deal here in these days, about that worthiness thing. And we can't just zap you with worthiness. You got to unzap the unworthiness. You got to deactivate the unworthiness, and you're not going to do it all at once. But conversations like this really do help, don't they?
And experiences. Sitting here and experience.
Well, you're right, because the manifestation of receiving what you want or not receiving what you want, or receiving something that you don't want, you said it in a really good way. Pay attention to what I'm getting, because what I'm getting is what I'm vibrating. Pay attention to what I'm getting. That's a really good clue. If you want to know what your point of attraction is, look at your life. That's your point of attraction. If there's a lot going the way you want it to, that's on you. If there's a lot going the way you don't want it to, that's on you. But what part of you is it on? This is the thing that we're wanting to tip in all of your minds here today. It's not on your inability to articulate. You've articulated bit by 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 bit. You've articulated with such precision that there is no question what your preferences are. And no question about how they come together, because vibrations are vibrations. So one experience causes you to ask for this, and another experience causes you to ask for this. And all of those things that you're asking for have similar, or maybe not so similar, vibrational frequencies. But the law of attraction sorts it out and causes this perfect reality to be ready for you to let in. How are you going to let it in? How are you going to let it in? How are you going to let it in? How are you going to let it in?
By allowing it.
How are you going to allow it?
To feel your way in. And
how are you going to feel your way in?
Feel good. Trust it.
How are you going to trust?
Know that it's coming.
How are you going to know that it's coming?
That's the feeling.
How are you going to feel your way to it? By chilling out. It doesn't happen all at once. It just happens a little bit at a time. But when you want to chill out, just find a way to do it. Catch yourself in the unchilled moments and say, I'm not chilled. I could be. I just choose not to be. I choose to make a point. I'm not going to chill out and let my wildest dreams come true. I'm going to make a point. I'm not going to chill out and let in everything I want. I'm going to be right. More important, you're gonna be wrong. Because after all, that's why we came, isn't it? We came to point out the flaws in each other. We're being bad. Fun, isn't it? Does it lighten you? Does it make you feel better to think about you've been making it way harder than it needs to be? Or does it make you mad at yourself that you've been making it way harder than it needs to be? Because we want it to just make you feel like, oh, wow. Oh, you should see what it's like. Oh, when the herd of you, a lot of you make your transition. It's a really steady stream of you all showing up in the non-physical. And the most normal thing that you are in the moment of that transition is surprised. Because it dawns on you instantaneously how easy it could have been. All of us just stand around and wait for you to show up. It's so fun. We're playing with you a little bit, but it really is like that. It's like this feeling of relief is just indescribable as you realize how much burden of responsibility and trying to jump through hoops that are non-existent you've been doing. And so that's why we've been saying to you for a while that the freedom that you're all looking for is the freedom from your own self-inflicted resistance.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when you sat down here, what was on your mind? What was it that you said that you were looking for?
Was not really looking for anything. But
Wasn't it something about describing desire or something. What was it? Oh, that wasn't even you. That was another person.
Probably.
That was the you that first sat down. It's not the you that's here now, and you can't even
Exactly.
find that.
Also, yeah.
In other words, that was who you were, but that's not who you now are, because this calibrating conversation has left you in a different place,
Gave you
changed
more clarity,
forever,
yeah.
changed forever.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah.